Up in about 30, in about an hour. In about an hour, we have the Jets. The Jets are going over to Minnesota. Jets are 2-2. They're gonna face off versus the 4-0 Minnesota Vikings. The Jets are 2-point underdogs. The over/under is 40.5. Money line is +20, -140 against the spread. The Jets are 2-2, and the Vikings are 4-0 in the last 10. The Jets are 5-5, 4-6-0 against the spread, 4-5-1 with the over/under. Minnesota's 5-5, 4-4-2 over/under. They're 5-5. Head-to-head matchup, Minnesota has it 3-2 against the spread. Minnesota's 2-3, and the over/under is 4-1-0. So these games look like they go over for the most part a lot. And the over/under here is, like I said, 40.5. It's gonna be rainy, overcast today, and it's gonna be a sloppy game over in England or London, over in London. All right, next game we have Miami. They head over. They're going to New England. Next game is Miami. They're heading over to New England. Miami is 1-3. Actually, both teams are 1-3. Over/under here is 35.5. Money line is -120. It's gonna be 62 degrees, clear in New England. Over/under is 35.5. Like I said. All right, next we're gonna head over to New England, where Miami is visiting. Both teams are 1-3. All right, over/under is 35.5. Money line is -120, and it's even on the other end for New England. It's even money for New England. It's gonna be 62 degrees, clear against the spread. Miami is 0-4. New England is 1-2-1. Right in the last 10. Let me see. Miami's 3-7-0 against the spread. They're 2-8. Over/under is 3-7. Ooh. And New England is 3-7 in the last 10 against the spread. They're 5-4-1, and the over/under 6-4. Head-to-head, Miami owns this. They're 7-3 against the spread. Miami's 8-2, and it's 3-6-1 with the over/under. So Miami basically owns this this matchup. Sorry, I had a brain freeze there for a second. Miami basically owns this matchup, so I'm going to go ahead and take Miami in this game. Let me get Miami -1. They got to do something. I think today is when they break it even though New England has that great defense, or they've been playing pretty good defense this year. I'm going to go ahead and take Miami in this one. Let me get Miami. I didn't give you my lean for the last game. In the last game, I'm going to go ahead and take, Minnesota has been killing it. Rain, overcast. Let me go ahead and take the Jets, just because I think this is the week that the Vikings lose. All right, nothing else to it. It's just a lean. Let's go ahead and take the Jets +2. I don't like going against Aaron Rodgers. Not yet. I gotta see a little bit more. Let me see if he's actually losing it or if it's just a little issues that the team is going through right now. But we'll see what happens. All right, come on. I don't know what's wrong with these Dollar Tree glasses. Maybe that's what's wrong with them. They're from the Dollar Tree. Let me see. All right. Next, we got the Carolina Panthers. They're heading over into Chicago. They're heading into Chicago. Carolina's 1-3. The Bears are 2-2 overall. All right. Chicago, they're favored in this game -4. Over/under is 41. Money lines +160. Chicago is -190. All right. Temperature's going to be low in the low 70s, clear. All right. In Chicago, we have against the spread, Carolina's 1-3 this year. Chicago's 2-1-1. In the last 10, Carolina's 2-8 against the spread. They're 4-6. 5-5 with the over/under. Chicago is 6-4 against the spread, 6-3-1, and then the over/under there is 3-7-0. So head-to-head, Chicago owns it 6-2 against the spread. Is 3-3-2, and then we're looking at 3-5-0 with the over/under. In this game, I like Caleb Williams is playing good. I like Chicago in this game, -4. Even though I don't like taking favorites, but I'm going to lean towards that. But that's not a lock, but I like Chicago in this game. Next, the Colts. They're going to head to Jacksonville as 3-point underdogs. All right. It's going to be rain overcast, mid-70s. All right. And the Colts are 2-2 overall this year. And Jacksonville's 0-4. They're looking for the first win this year. When you have Buffalo, they head over to Cincinnati. I'm sorry, not Buffalo. Then you have Baltimore. They head over into Cincinnati as 2.5-point favorites. The high in this game is going to be 48.5. Next, we head to Baltimore. 45.5. Money line is plus 150, minus 160. In the last 10, they're 5-5. Against the spread, 5-5 as well. 6-4 over under. And then you have Jacksonville. Jacksonville is 1-9 against the spread. They're 3-7-0, and they're 4-6-0 on the over under. So, like I said, Jacksonville, they're winless, and they're favored by 3. So I don't know. I'm gonna say this line stinks just because they're favored by 3. But I like being on the side with Vegas, so let's go ahead and take Jacksonville minus a 3, just because the line smells. I told y'all last week with that Chicago line that it didn't make any sense, and that hit. So let's go ahead and do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and take Jacksonville minus a 3, just because the line, it smells right there. All right, then we have Buffalo heading to Houston as 1-point underdogs. That both teams are 3-1. This game is indoors, of course, against the spread. Buffalo is 2-2, and Houston's 0-3-1. So if you've been betting on Houston, you haven't won yet, and that's not good. All right. Over under is 47. Money line is plus 100 for Buffalo and minus 120 for Houston. You know what? I don't think that Houston covers the spread this week. All right. Let's go ahead and take Buffalo in this game. Or if I had to lean, I would take Buffalo. I'm not telling you to take Buffalo. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you some numbers, baby. That's all it is here. Next, we're going to head to Cincinnati, where the Ravens are visiting as 2.5. They're favored by 2.5 points. Baltimore's 2-2. Cincinnati's 1-3. Temperatures are going to be in the high 70s, low 80s. Clear against the spread. Both teams are 2-2. And over under 48.5, minus 135. Money line at plus 115. In the last 10, Baltimore 6-4 overall, 6-4 against the spread, and 5-4-1 in the over under. Then you have Cincinnati at 5-5, 5-4-1, and 8-2 in the over under. So this game goes over a lot. And it's going to be in the high 70s, low 80s, clear. You know what? Let's go ahead and, why mess up a trend? Let's go ahead and take the over in this game. I think it'll be about 30-25 or something, somewhere along the line. Right, and I don't like the fact that Cincinnati lost last week, and Baltimore is looking good. But they're giving it to Cincinnati. But Baltimore is favored by less than a field goal. So if I had to, I'll take the Bengals on this play, just as a contrarian. And it makes no sense play right there. That's what I would do there. All right. All right, 1 o'clock game. Next, we have the Browns. They're heading into Washington as 3-point underdogs. It's going to be in the mid-70s, clear. The humidity is going to be at about 50%. All right. Cleveland's 1-3. Washington's 3-1. Washington's the talk of the town. All right. Against the spread, Cleveland's 1-3, and Washington's 3-1. Over under in this game is 43.5, and we're looking at plus 135 if you're taking the Browns, or minus 160 if you want the Commanders. The last 10, Cleveland is 5-5 against the spread. They're also 5-5, and the over under there, they're 6-4. Washington's 3-7 in their last 10 overall against the spread. They're 4-6, and they're 7-3 in the over under. You know what? It's going to be in the mid-70s, clear. A lot of people, see, here's where you have the Commanders. They're looking good. A lot of people say this is a letdown game, but I'm not sure it's actually going to be a letdown game. I mean, it's a new quarterback, okay? It's a new owner. basically a whole new team over there. So I think that nobody knows what the momentum and what the air has, what the air, you know, what can I say, what the ambiance is in the locker room. Nobody knows the feeling, you know, like you can smell it in the air sometimes. And I don't know if this is gonna be a letdown game for Washington. I think they're gonna come in and just, you know what I say ride the Commanders in the over as long as you can. Why mess up a good thing? They're 3-1 against the spread. So here, let's go ahead and lock down the over in this game. I like the over 43.5. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Why not? All right, let's stay on that. So go ahead and lock down the over in this game, all right? The 43.5. I don't think that this is going to be a low-scoring game between both teams. I think that somewhere, you know, I mean, Washington, they've been scoring that well, and I don't think that the Cleveland's going to stop them here. And Cleveland, they haven't been looking that good in offense, but the Commanders have one of the worst defenses in the league. So let's go ahead and lock down the over in this game, the over 43.5. And then you can come back tomorrow and thank me and leave a thank you in the comment section. Maybe even tonight or later on today. It's a 1 o'clock game. Might be over by 4. You could leave me the comment by 5.